The American Journal of Preventative Medicine states that nearly 90% of health is socially determined, meaning it's determined by what we eat, how we move, our environment, and how we manage stress. As I've said before, I believe that weight loss is a side effect of vibrant health. Therefore, these socially determined factors are the keys to permanent and sustainable weight loss. I provided you a checklist to gain awareness of the areas of your life that you really have dialed in, as well as the areas that need improvement. And awareness is so key. If you remember in the early days of the pandemic, where there was education on how the virus spread, and we learned about touching our face, and all of a sudden we were shocked about how many times a day we would actually touch our face. Sometimes you don't even realize how often or not often you're doing something until you bring awareness to it. Even in business, we track everything from profits to social media likes to productivity. Without assessment and awareness, we're making decisions blindly. The checklist is provided to gain a deeper understanding in your health. Each sheet is a week's worth of tracking. You can log the info throughout the day or take a minute at the end of the day to reflect. The categories to assess are your ounces of water. How much water did you consume? And it's just water, not tea, not coconut water, just plain water. We're also tracking your activity. So if you have a Fitbit or an iWatch, you can track steps. If you have an Oura Ring, that will help you assess. Or even just in minutes. Did you take a 45-minute HIIT class or hike for an hour? We also want to track your macros, your protein, fat, and above ground veggies, your carbs, and your sugar. The goal is to remind you that we want you to include those things at each meal and also log your carbs and sugar. If you're not sure, you can look at the back of a box that will often have the amount of fat or protein or carbs or sugar, or there are apps you can download that will help you figure out what's in your meals. There's also a space to track caffeine and alcohol and grade your stress level from 0 to 10. 0 being absolutely no stress. Think about it being like lying on a tropical beach, and 10 being massive stress, almost like a panic attack. And then your sleep, we want to know how many hours of sleep you're getting. And lastly, just did you have a good day? Were you able to feel joy and happiness? Did you feel fulfilled that day? I really invite you to utilize this checklist and help gain awareness on your daily habits.